Konphlict.
What up, though?
How you been, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. How you been, bro? I can't complain. I've been, grinding.
I've been pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good, man. I heard you done dropped a couple of tapes since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, actually, the last project that I just dropped, Worth 1,000 Words, Times Infinity, it dropped on November 4th. It's on all platforms. You can get it everywhere. It's a two-part series, whereas the first edition is actually an LP. So I produced it, I mixed it, I wrote it, I sung on it, I did the artwork, and my bro Ray Horatio, the best man, he mastered it for me, and it's distributed by Architect Entertainment, and also in conjunction with Family and Friends and Out of Nowhere Entertainment, which is three companies that I'm working with to put my music out. So that's the first part series, and the second part is an instrumental album, which will be different from the actual LP. They're not gonna be the same beats. So that hasn't dropped yet, but that drops the end of this month, beginning of next month, which is December. So yeah. So that's the new right there, you know. 11/11, that dropped actually June 1st, but it hit all platforms September 10th. So that's everywhere now. So yeah, I got a few things brewing, you know.
Okay, a couple things, bro. So, like, what made you, I heard you say you dropped two tapes, basically. So, one a vocal tape and then one an instrumental tape. So, like, what made you drop, like, the instrumental tape? Is it the same as the vocal tape, or, like, what?
Well, it's basically, it all stems from the concept of a picture is worth 1,000 words. So, the positive of a picture would be the actual words with it. The negative part of the picture would be the instrumentation. So you see what I'm saying? Like, when you got a complete song with the vocals and everything, that's just the whole picture. So I basically put it in that form mentally, you know what I mean, by putting it out like that, you know. So basically, you know, worth 1,000 words, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And you got the positive and the negative of the picture. And that's basically how the covers are set up too, because the LP is a positive and the cover of the instrumental is the negative of the same picture. So it's giving you two angles, you know. I kind of just thought about, you know, doing something different from a producer artist standpoint. You feel what I mean? Like, just putting something out here different to just kind of change it up a little bit. Now, hopefully I can do that with this project, with this two-part series, but that's pretty much the whole idea behind that, you know.
Okay. So you produce.
Yeah, and parts up, and I also cut on it too. I put DJ cuts on it too. Did all the cuts on the album as well.
Okay. You can show us a picture, I mean, not a picture, but a cover album of 11/11 very quick.
Oh, for sure.
You guys see it, 11/11 right now on all platforms. You can get the hard copy too. They still do hard copies. We still do vinyl.
Yeah, got
Come on.
that.
You
Yes,
still, you
indeed.
feel me? You still get that physical touch with the, you feel me?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Come on.
Bow.
You know, they don't get that. You know, everybody, you know, they still streaming and everything. That's the part people miss out on, is that they I feel like it's a disconnection with the streaming. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can listen to, okay, you get to hear your artist whenever when they drop by the phone, whatever. But it's like, back in the day when you used to get that, you feel me, that cover, like, man, that physical, let me go ahead and plug this up into here. Then you get that what? The stimulus to the ear.
Yeah,
And you can go ahead. Yeah.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that because I remember being able to just, you know what I mean, pick up a physical copy or something, you know what I mean, and be able to look at the credits and be like, oh man, you know, such and such produced this, and you know, just certain things that you kind of overlook now because music come out so fast,
Right.
but it's still precious because it's something that you can actually have and you could actually, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's physical.
Right.
And I think that's the part that makes it nostalgic and what has kept having physical copies alive as far as CDs is concerned. Because a lot of people don't have CDs in their cars, but they might have one in the house or something like that, or they got one on their computer or something like that. So it's still ways where you can transfer it digitally, but just still having that physical copy is something rare, you know. So I definitely I believe in keeping that going, you know, the vinyl and CDs and sometimes cassettes, you know. That's getting back popular too, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so with 1111 versus this new one you dropped, what's the difference? What's the differentiation with it? What could people, you feel me? Come on.
Well,
talk to him, Flip.
The difference between 1111 and Worth 1,000 Words 2-part series is that one is an EP. 1111, that's an EP. It's only 6 songs. Worth 1,000 Words is actually 2 albums in one, an instrumental album and an LP. So that's one difference. Another difference is that Lord knows, my brother Lord knows, he produced all the joints on 1111. That was a joint venture project with 11 Lines and the Track Institution.
Lord knows.
Yes,
shout
indeed.
out to Lord knows.
Yeah, shout out to my bro Lord knows.
Come on.
Yeah, you know, so with that, you know, it was more of a collaborative effort, whereas the Worth 1,000 Words, I did a lot of that stuff when I was, you know, in the lab by myself, you know. And I didn't need nobody to do things because I did everything on it. I did the production, the cuts, and, you know, everything, the singing and all that. So I didn't have to go outside and get it done. So it was like, you know, it was a release for me actually because with 1111, like I said, I was working with Noah, so it was interesting in that site because I had somebody to bounce ideas off of, and you know what I mean. He actually formatted the arrangement on the album. You know what I'm saying. He came up with pretty much the artwork of the shit. You know what I mean. All I really did was I rhymed, I gave ideas, and I put cuts on joints. And then the only joint I didn't cut on 1111 was on the Reefer joint. We got a video for that. It's on YouTube. You can check that out. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's almost at like 6,000 views. So, you know, yeah, 1111 it's kind of like night and day almost because, like I say, I'm working with those on that. But then when I go to Worth 1,000 Words, I'm just kind of just producing and making stuff. And then I'm playing it for people and seeing what they think. Then I came up with the arrangement. And to be honest, it was an arrangement that I had got from Nose for Worth 1,000 Words because he came through and listened to it. But I changed up a couple songs or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of the difference. You know what I mean? I was by myself on Worth 1,000 Words pretty much through the whole thing, whereas, you know, me and Nose was going back and forth playing tennis with 1111, you know, and it was an EP. You know, I didn't produce nothing on it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the scale that I wanted to put that balance out there where you can hear me rapping on somebody else's shit and then you can hear me rapping on my shit too. So it's kind of in a nutshell what I kind of gave people with that. That's what I was looking towards doing anyway, you know.
Okay. Okay, conflict. Okay, conflict. So listen up here. So with 1111, so you produce and also rap. So basically, you making the money coming straight out your head, right? Whatever that come out your head, you can produce the beat.
Yeah.
And also, what cadence, whatever rap you need to use to deliver to whatever you need to, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's the vibe. I let the music talk to me. Like sometimes I might have something already written that I can put with it, but most times I like to just dive in. If it's a vibe there, I just try and take advantage of that right there and there.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So when you do produce beats, what do you use, as far as your production?
Well, my baby is ASR10, real talk.
ASR10, for the people who don't know what ASR10 is, please.
Well, ASR10, it was made by Sonic, and it's a keyboard, but it's a sampler, advanced sampling recorder.
Yeah.
ASR10 is a very, very great piece of equipment to have because it has its own sound, for one, and then a lot of your greatest producers have used it. You know what I'm saying? You got Pharrell, Timbo, you know what I'm saying, Kanye, Ye, you know what I'm saying? And damn near anybody that messed with the ASR10 and they got one in their lab or a rack mount. RZA, you know what I'm saying? Like some real deal producers. So I take pride in that, the ASR10, but then I also have a MPC Studio Black. I like that too. That's a dope piece of equipment.
MPC.
Yeah, it's a newer version. It's not standalone. I gotta hook it up to my computer, but it's pretty small, you know what I'm saying? I can hook it up to a laptop and take it anywhere, throw it in my backpack and beat, you know what I'm saying? Be out anywhere.
And you can make a beat raw.
Yeah, all I need is my computer and the MPC and some headphones. I'll be good to go, you know what I'm saying? So I like that because the ASR is so big. And it was years and years of when I used to just tote that mug around everywhere. Mm-hmm. And that's a heavy motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the MPC, they give me the same feel a little bit. Not from sound, but just the way you can program samples and chop up on there and stuff. So I like it, you know what I'm saying? And then I mess with Pro Tools, you know.
Pro Tools and everything.
Yeah, I make decent Pro Tools sometimes.
So what's your take on what they call them, loop producers? I guess that's a term for them, people that basically just take loops and build off of those, or basically take loops or just loops of snares, loops or whatever, loops of basses, and just make beats.
Well, it's a place for it. It's a lot of people who are creative with it.
Yep.
Some people use it as a cheating method. It's a thin line with that.
Right. So what you mean with cheating method? Yeah.
Because if you just looping something, you're not really putting your feel on it. Like if I loop something, I like to add on top of it where you don't even know if it's a loop or not. Like I like to put instruments on top of it. Sprinkle my 1-2 on it where it makes it its own. Now, when you do that, when you just got a straight loop, that has its place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain songs that I've rapped on that's been looped like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's about the feel, and some things are in their own place. Like, loop shit, that's mixtape type shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're doing an album, you want to go all in, so you got the instrumentation. You might have some people come in, play some shit. You got cuts, you got arrangements, you got skits. You know, it's different. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a place for it. I don't knock it. I actually love it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the right loop and it's some shit that I love, I'll write off that shit all day. But it's it's limited to what you can do with it, depending on how what you do with that sample. If you get the sample clear, and all of that, then it's, you actually invested into it. So, it's just different ways you gotta look at it, Just because somebody loop don't mean that they're a bad producer, you know what I'm saying? Or it don't mean that they're a good producer either. You just gotta get more you gotta dive more into that producer to find out, you know what I mean? So that's my take on that, you know what I mean?
We just yeah. Okay, yeah. We're gonna leave it at that. That's then we gonna leave it at that. Cause best believe once they hear his response, y'all shouldn't have no what's the cause. You shouldn't have no questions. Bam. So okay. Konphlict.
Mm-hmm.
What's been up, man? Like what's the move for the 23rd?
Oh well.
2020 was what? Come on.
Well, bouncing off of the end of the Worth 1,000 Words series.
Yeah.
I got another instrumental album that's set to drop in January for the new year called Frames. It's basically a collage of beats that I've had, that I've been sitting on, and really didn't know what I wanted to do with them. But I made a collage of beats, some new beats. Most of the beats are fairly, they got some age on them, but nobody knows because they haven't really heard them. Some people have, the whole objective from that project is frames. The cover is like, I always wear my glasses with no lenses in it. So
Talk to him,
the whole cover is just basically my glasses and, it's frames. But the deeper concept behind that is it's the framework of what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? The instrumentation is the framework. You feel what I mean? It's the foundation. You feel what I mean? So, that's just basically in a nutshell that concept. It's an instrumental project, and that's what's jumping the year off. But in the process, I do this thing called Connie's Kitchen, where I got an event that I throw every other Sunday called Burgers and Bangers, and I got a special burger called the Pep Stepper. And, I sell my burger, I got combos or whatever. My sister Coco, my sister BB, they help me out, they on the staff. And, all my peoples, they come and play their music, you know what I mean? We eat good, had good vibes and kick it. And it's a lot of my artist friends and family that come through. So I basically was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do a mixtape. So I'm working on the mixtape, a Bangers and Burgers mixtape. It's gonna be called Bangology 101. We're in the process of getting it together now. We haven't cut anything, but actually I do have a couple joints for it, but I'm just trying to build the rapport with everybody so we can make it concrete. But I have some details for that soon, commercials or whatever. It's, pictures and just, cover artwork and stuff like that. I'm getting all that together. So that's what's popping for 2023, you know what I'm saying, amongst other things, which I ain't gonna put it all on everybody's head at once. I'm just gonna give y'all a couple doses of what's to come,
What's to come?
Yes,
hey.
Indeed. But I've been working, man.
Konphlict. This is what we gotta do. Show them jackets, bro.
Oh,
show them the 1111 jackets that they can go buy. Where they can buy them at. Them Jones is hard.
Well,
Tell you what, I got one in my closet right now. Y'all go ahead and get them right now. Come on.
yeah.
Look at them. Come on. Look at it.
The 11 joints.
Whew.
Got the artwork.
That's some God love right there. That's some God love. That's some Lord knows. Come on.
Lord knows the conflict.
That's some God love. That's some Lord knows.
Yes,
Konphlict.
Then
What Loaded say? What Loaded say is something healthy.